Now, Elon just did the unthinkable and most scary thing. Now, he created the most powerful company in history, and we'll talk about what analysts think about this move and what has been said about SpaceX and Tesla. Now, this AI race and the race for data centers in space is getting crazy. Now, Elon merged his SpaceX and xAI into a $1.25 trillion company, rockets, satellites, AI, social media, all under one roof. And why did he do this, and what can we expect? So we know AI companies as of now are losing money just because they're not where they need to be and because the winner hasn't been selected yet. So we're still early and this expenses way over exceed income. Even xAI was losing about $1 billion every month, while SpaceX is a profit machine. When this company, meaning SpaceX, which is now also an AI company, IPOs, investors are buying government contracts and AI, while OpenAI is burning $17 billion, but only makes about $13 billion now. It is also interesting that Tesla just invested $2 billion into xAI. Now, Tesla owns part of xAI and SpaceX. And it's getting even better. Now, Barron's.com reported that Elon, various businesses might converge into a single entity and might be closer for this to being fulfilled. Now, this is what the article said. In a bold move, Elon Musk's rocket company SpaceX acquired his artificial intelligence company xAI on Monday, combining two of the world's most valuable privately held companies. And this came ahead of what investors expect to be a mid-year initial public offering of SpaceX stock. Now, together, they are worth about $1.25 trillion based on reported transaction prices. Now, the value means Tesla, which owns about 1% of xAI, now owns 0.2% of the combined SpaceX xAI company. Now, Tesla disclosed a $2 billion stake in xAI on the fourth quarter earnings call. However, investors have long wondered whether and when Musk would consolidate his business's empire under one roof, creating a kind of a super tech group centered on AI. Now, this is why this is important. Tesla, Musk's car company, is developing physical AI applications like robots and robotaxis, while xAI developing large language models that can train AI applications. Now, SpaceX, on the other hand, wants to put and run AI data centers in space using the power of the sun, the cold temperature of space, and its ability to take huge quantities of goods into orbit to gain a cost advantage. Now, two of the three have merged, and the third, Tesla, has a small piece of the newly combined entity. That makes the ties between Musk's three most valuable companies, which are roughly worth a combined $3.5 trillion. Now, investors seem fine with the idea. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives told Barron's on January 2026 that the beginning of a new convergence for Tesla with robo-taxis, robots, and SpaceX at creating a new Musk ecosystem. Now, he sees stronger ties developing between SpaceX and Tesla in the coming 12 to 18 months. This is a part of Tesla and SpaceX's marriage plans, he said. So Musk wants to own and control more of the AI ecosystem, and step by step, the holy grail could be to combine SpaceX and Tesla. Now, experts are split on the merit of a Tesla-SpaceX combination, which could further Elon Musk's dream of corporate convergence, but potentially at a cost of Tesla shareholders. Now, Elon Musk has put his social media platform X, his artificial intelligence startup xAI, and the satellite internet business Starlink, and rocket maker SpaceX under one roof. So Elon Musk has moved quickly to consolidate his empire, and now Tesla investors are wondering if they get in on the action. Now, SpaceX on Monday said it had acquired xAI, an artificial intelligence startup that also owns X, Musk's social media platform. Musk thinks the combination is necessary to develop the most ambitious vertical integrated innovation machine. And of course, he has done it before with the merger of xAI and X last March, and also combined Tesla and SolarCity in 2016. Hey, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Now he said, my companies are surprisingly in some ways trending towards convergence. He wrote that on X last November. Now, SpaceX had also recently explored a merger with Tesla, according to Bloomberg. Analysts are split about whether that sort of transaction could still transpire in the near term. Now, the XAI acquisition likely takes a SpaceX-Tesla deal off the table, at least in the near term, according to Beard's analyst Ben Callow, as Musk's focus now likely turns to SpaceX's IPO for some time around June, according to the Financial Times. Now, however, Dan Ives said a Tesla and SpaceX tie-up could happen within 12 to 18 months. He said, we expect more cross-pollination between Tesla and SpaceX over the coming year, which is bullish for the Tesla story, Ives said. Now, Tesla has already a relationship with both XAI and SpaceX, although the former is a much bigger customer as of late. Now, this is what Elon did. SpaceX paid Tesla at least $2.5 million between 2024 and 2025 for commercial licensing and support agreements with the company. Tesla also paid SpaceX $800,000 in 2024 to use an aircraft owned by the aerospace firm, according to regulatory filings. Now, meanwhile, over the last 2 years, XAI has bought more than $620 million worth of Tesla's Megapack batteries to help power data centers, according to filings. Now, Tesla has also integrated XAI's Grok chatbot in its vehicles and humanoid robots. And last week, Tesla said it plans to buy $2 million worth of XAI's Series E preferred stock and creating a framework to evaluate future collaborations. Now, Tesla's relationship with XAI financially and strategically is deterministic of the long-term success of Tesla due to, in part, of the natural synergy of data, software, hardware, and manufacturing in recursive loops, Morgan Stanley Adam Jonas said in a note following Tesla's latest annual shareholder meeting. And this is where it gets interesting. Now that SpaceX and XAI have merged, is Tesla next? Now, experts are split on the merits of a Tesla-SpaceX combination and could further Elon Musk's dream of cooperation of convergence. Now, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has put a social media platform, artificial intelligence startup, satellite internet, and a rocket maker under one roof. This enormous deal has put Elon Musk at the center of the investment world in 2026 and beyond. It is a landmark, a moment, according to James Brugger, chief investment officer of the space technology investment firm Seraphim Space. In fact, that SpaceX is the acquirer here is symbolic of where the next multi-trillion-dollar technology opportunity lies. He said, space will underpin every sector of the global economy, from defense, connectivity, and climate intelligence to next-generation compute. SpaceX now joins the $1 trillion market capitalization club, which also includes NVIDIA, Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, Broadcom, and Berkshire Hathaway. What all these companies have in common? Well, besides, of course, Berkshire Hathaway, it is artificial intelligence. XAI, founded in 2023, is a direct competitor to OpenAI and was valued at about $250 billion, according to the Wall Street Journal. Now, SpaceX was founded in 2002 and was valued at about $1 trillion, up from $800 billion only a week ago. Now, the key to the strategic logic of combining XAI and SpaceX is the vertical integration of data centers expertise, said Dan Hansen, portfolio manager of Neuberger Berman's Quality Fund. The XAI team brings unmatched data centers expertise to the combined organization. Whether or when the IPO comes, it could be an enormous event, likely the largest IPO ever, eclipsing Saudi Aramco's 2019 debut. However, Wedbush Dan Ives thinks that there's a chance that Tesla will eventually merge in some form into SpaceX and xAI over time. Now, he sees a potential SpaceX Tesla tie-up coming within 12 to 28 months. Well, we'll see. Now, meanwhile, SpaceX seeks approval from the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, to launch about 1 million satellites for its orbital data center strategy. Now, these 1 million satellites are expected to generate tons of power, about 100 kilowatts per ton. As the demand for data center power increases about over 150% by 2030. These mergers aim to create a new path to generate a low cost of generating AI compute within these 2 to 3 years, bringing together the top internet space exploration company with the top data center builder. I've said to stay ahead of the curve, and meaning China. Kevin O'Leary was on the news talking about this.
One of the challenges that he's addressing, which is actually becoming critical, is we have no power on the grid, no more power in the U.S. grid at all. Chinese are kicking our butts. They put on 500 gigawatts of power last year in China, mostly with coal-burning plants. They don't have the vision of space, but that means they're going to beat us in AI data centers on the ground. And so there's a lot of concern about that. We're trying to get nuclear going. That's 15 years away. This data center thing is a big problem to stay competitive, but I love the vision of this. And you know, the thing about Elon is he's the modern Bruce Wade. You know, he's like, there's no question about it. And I've backed him from financial purposes and investing in his deals forever.
So now Tesla stock has fallen a little bit while I'm recording this, and the news said because investors are waiting for the Optimus robot. I don't think this is correct. Elon and Tesla has made it clear in last earnings call that Tesla is not a car company anymore. However, when we read the news and company media outlets are still comparing Tesla with other auto manufacturers. So if Tesla ever completely merges with SpaceX and xAI, and I could think that they do because of the Optimus robot, it might have to do with the fact that Elon wants to make sure it is not called a car company anymore. It's just my opinion. So we know that Tesla is already integrating with Starlink, which is a part of SpaceX. How Tesla is using Starlink in their vehicles is explained in this video. Don't forget to tune in on Monday when we talk about more news about Tesla, Elon Musk, and his other companies. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Claudia, and goodbye.